As we have successfully downloaded and installed Hadoop related binaries, let's go ahead and configure Hdfs as part of setting up single node cluster. We will also start and validate Hdfs as part of next topic. Once we are done with Hdfs, we will also talk about yarn. Both Hdfs and yarn related jar files will be set up when we actually download and install the Hadoop related binaries. With respect to configuring Hadoop Hdfs, we need to update course.xml in this location, hdfs.xml in this location. Also, we need to update the dot profile using these values. We need to set java underscore home. For that, we need to figure out where the java home is. Once we take care of all these things, we also need to update this shell script. The shell script is also under opt hadoop etc hadoop. This folder contains not only this shell script but also course.xml as well as hdfs.xml. Once we configure hdfs, we'll also format hdfs to make sure that the configuration is done properly. Once we are done with formatting, then we can actually start hdfs. That will take care as part of the next topic. Now let's go to the beginning and let's copy this location. Let's go to the terminal. As part of the terminal, I'm going to use VA editor. For that, I can say VA, then space, then paste that path, then hit enter. You will see no properties set here. We can clean up this entire file by saying D capital G in escape mode. If you are familiar with the VA editor, it will be pretty straightforward. If not, I would recommend you to use nano editor and update the contents of these files. In this case, I just cleaned up the entire file. Now I should be able to paste this XML related contents into this file. Now course.xml is updated. I can come out of this. Now I can say VA and I can copy paste the path of hdfs site.xml. Let me paste it here and hit enter. Let me delete the contents. Let me paste the contents here. To paste the contents, I have to copy and then paste from here. I have to copy this XML related contents and then paste into this file. Make sure there are no other entries in this file. If you look at the properties of these files, they are primarily related to name node directory, checkpoint directory, data directory. This is where our blocks related to our HDFS files will be added to. You will understand those at a later point in time. Then as we are dealing with single node cluster, we need to set dfs.replication to 1. Otherwise, it will unnecessarily start throwing warnings. To avoid those warnings, I am setting this property as well. Now I can save this and come out of it. These two files have all the properties relevant to HDFS. Now it is time for us to determine Java home and set Java home and few additional environment variables as part of dot profile and also as part of Hadoop Env.sh. Let's determine details related to Java home. We can go back to the material here. We should be able to run this command to see if Java home is valid or not. You can run this. You can see there are files in this location. This is nothing but a soft link to Java 8, OpenJDK, blah, blah, blah. We can actually add // at the end and hit enter. You should be seeing bin folder here. And also that bin folder should have Javac. You can validate by saying bin/Javac like this. If you have Javac here, then the parent folder of the bin can be treated as Java home. In case when you run this ls-ltr command on this folder, if it is not returning anything, then you have to find where your Javac is, and based on that you should be able to determine the Java home. You can use this find command as reference for that. Typically Java related executables will be under userlib JVM on Ubuntu based servers, and hence we should be able to run this find command and confirm where the Javac is. You can see that Javac is in this location. You have to go to the grandparent folder of this Javac, which is nothing but parent folder of bin, which is nothing but this one. Once you run this find command, you should be able to determine the Java home, and you can use this value to set Java home both as part of dot profile and also as part of Hadoop Env.sh. Now, once you determine Java home, you have to set these three properties as part of dot profile. Let me update dot profile here. It should be under your home directory. Make sure you are in your home directory and update dot profile only in your home directory. If you update elsewhere, then the environment variables will not reflect. Now let me hit enter here. Let's go till the end. Let me go to the next line and paste these three entries. Now I can save it and come out of it. I can exit from this machine, log in once again. To validate that dot profile is effective, we can actually run env command. You should be able to see all the properties here. These are the things which are added because of the export commands which we ran earlier. You should also see Java home. You can see Java home as well. This is how you can validate whether dot profile is effective or not. You can also say echo $Java home. You should be seeing the same folder which is determined as home folder earlier. As we have updated .profile, now the next step is to update Hadoop env.sh. This is the location. Let me copy this location. Using VA, let me open this file. Let me clean up this entire file, and then let me copy paste these 2 lines. Make sure that these 2 lines are copied appropriately. Now you should be able to save it and come out of it. As we have updated Hadoop env.sh, now it is time for us to format. So far we have updated course.xml, then Hdfs site.xml, then .profile, then Hadoop-env.sh. To format, you should be able to use this command, hdfs namenode-format. If you go back to hdfs site.xml, let me go back to the hdfs site.xml here. You can see that we have set properties such as dfs namenode name.dir, dfs namenode checkpoint.dir, and dfs datanode data.dir. All of them are under this folder called as dfs under opt Hadoop. If you copy this base folder and then if you run ls-ltr and paste it, if you try to get the output, it says no such file or directory. As of now, there is no folder by name dfs. Once we format, this folder will be created, and also whatever value that is added as part of namenode name.dir, even that folder will be created with some additional overhead information. Let's format, and then we'll validate this location to understand what is going on internally. Now I can go back here. I can copy this command, paste it here. It will take care of formatting our HDFS. Now if I run ls-ltr on opt Hadoop DFS, you can see there is a subfolder called as name. You can actually say find opt Hadoop DFS and hit enter. It will actually show you the additional overhead files that are being generated because of the format. This is what happens when we actually format namenode. So far we have set all the important properties in important configuration files, and also we have formatted HDFS. Now it is time for us to start HDFS and validate whether HDFS is being started properly or not.